Good day. For today's video, we are going to discuss Music 10, Quarter 4. Theatrical elements. Introduction. There are certain elements common to all theater. These elements are present whenever a theater event takes place. Without them, an event ceases to be theater and becomes a different art form and different experience. Theatrical elements establish themes, organize dramatic materials, conflicts and action. According to visual and performing arts, mapeh, and framework, the elements of theater can be analyzed and evaluated into three major categories: literary elements, technical elements, and performance elements. Elements of theater. Number 1. Literary elements. Consider as the essential component needs for a dramatic or story production. Literary elements. Letter A. Plot. Stages of events that take place in a play in which the main character is put into a challenging situation that forces a character to make increasingly difficult choices, driving the story toward a climactic event and resolution. Letter B. Character is a person, animal, or object, thing presented as a person in a narrative. There are two required elements of a story, the first being characters, the second is the plot or events of the story. Letter C. Exposition. It is the who, when, where and what part of the play. The exposition of the literary plot diagram is the introduction to a story. In many stories, this is where the author exposes the reader to the important elements of the setup or background of the story, such as the major characters' names, setting, and mood. Letter D. Story organization. It is the order and manner in which the narrative is presented, establishing the beginning, middle, and end. Letter E. Conflict is the essence of dramatic storytelling. Conflict may manifest as external or internal. Internal or external struggle between opposing forces, ideas, or interests. It creates a dramatic tension. External conflict usually involves the protagonist and the antagonist. Letter F. Theme is the central idea or message that a play is trying to communicate to its audience. It is often a controversial or thought-provoking topic that the playwright wants to explore, and it is through the characters and their actions that the theme is explored. Themes can be universal, dealing with topics that everyone can relate to, or they can be more specific, only relevant to a certain time period or culture. Letter G. Language is a system of communicating ideas and feelings through signs, sounds, gestures, and/or marks. Language is the way we share ideas with one another, whether it's through speech, text, or even performance. Letter H. Style describes the ways that the author uses words. The author's word choice, sentence structure, figurative language, and sentence arrangement all work together to establish mood, images, and meaning in the text. Number 2. Technical elements. These are aspects of a play outside the dramatic elements that aid in telling the story. Technical elements. Letter A. Scenery, set, theatrical equipment such as curtains, flats, backdrops, or platforms used in a dramatic production to communicate environment. Letter B. Costumes, clothing and accessories worn by actors to portray character and period. Letter C. Props. Properties are movable object that appears on stage during a performance except costume or scenery, used as part of a dramatic production. Letter D. Lights. The placement, intensity, and color of lights help communicate environment, mood, and feeling. Letter E. Sound includes everything the audience hears, such as sound effects, music, props that generate noise and similar components. Letter F. Makeup costumes, wigs, and body paint used to transform an actor into a character. Number 3. Performance elements. Tools used by the director and actors to create characters' emotions and feelings that tell the playwright's story. Performance elements. Letter A. Acting, use of face, body, and voice to portray character. Letter B. Character motivation. Describes what drives a character to behave in the manner that he or she does and why it's important in a drama. The reason, S for a character's behavior. An incentive or inducement for further action for a character. Letter C. Character analysis. In responding to dramatic art, the process of examining how the elements of drama, literary, technical, and performance are used. Letter D. Empathy, the capacity to relate to the feelings of another. Letter E. Speaking, the mode of expression or delivery of lines. It includes breath control, vocal expression, projection, speaking style and diction. Letter F. Non-verbal expressions. It includes gestures, body alignment, facial expression, character blocking, movement, choreography. I hope you learned something in our lesson for today. See you again in our next video. Thank you for listening.